Yeah. We going.
Hey, what's good? What's good? It's your boy DJ Avo, and this is the Dynasty Bro Fantasy Football Podcast, episode 55. Let's go! We back in here. Let's get it.
Hey, starting next week, we will have multiple shit set up where we can have Avo on camera. What's good, Brodies and Bays? This is the Dynasty Bros Fantasy Football Podcast, episode 50. We have 50 for now. Turn up. Hey, let's toast up. Let's toast up before I finish the intro. Avo, bring your beer in. Toast up. Crack it. Don't spill it on the equipment.
Don't spill it on the shit.
Yeah, okay.
When you get the warranty.
Hey, look, I ain't forget. This is where you come for your fantasy football needs and chop it up about the latest NFL news. I am Dynasty Bro Die here with my co-bro.
Dynasty Bro Vic, what's up?
Hey, man, we in the build. We at 50, y'all. 55-0. Putting in that work, bro.
Hey, you know what else is crazy? We actually started recording exactly 1 year ago to this date. So,
bro, on our 50th episode, we also did a redraft episode linked up with Black and White Sports and recorded our first real redraft episode. Go check that out if you can. This shit's major, man, and we ain't doing nothing but moving up. So shout out to the whole movement. And we've been dominating our leagues, Dynasty Bro style, dominating these drafts, dominating everything that you can that has to do with fantasy, Dynasty Bro style. So shout out to everything we doing, man. Shout out to my brothers. I want y'all to know where y'all can follow them at real quick because we get to it. So, Vic, I know this is out of nowhere. I'm too excited. Where can we follow you at, bro?
Yeah, you can follow me at Chief Sosa FF or search Dynasty Bro Vic. So that's Instagram, Twitter. That's everywhere. But, yeah. And also be sure to follow the podcast, Dynasty Bros FF. That's that.
Hey, DJ Avo, can you hear me?
I'm over here chilling.
Hey, where can we follow you at, Brody?
Hey, look, man, we're going to focus on one thing and one thing only. We're going to focus on my Twitter. Follow me at Dynasty Bro Avo. Let's go.
And follow me at Dynasty Bro Dot on Twitter and Instagram. Follow the main page, Dynasty Bros FF on Instagram. This is 50, nigga.
This is 50. Ain't that a website?
Yeah, bro. This is 50.
Hey, man, shout out
50th
to
episode.
Man.
All right, so look. 50th episode. We got tight ends.
Pause.
I know.
Pause.
Super pause.
Whoa.
But like, yeah, this is a tight end episode. Pause. I'm not saying pause every time I say tight ends.
All right. Just the one pause will do.
All right, look, we're doing late round tight ends, man. Guys that are not the obvious. Because technically after the obvious two, you know, you got a couple more that you might be intrigued about. But then you kind of need to know, like, some plays. So some rookie plays, some veteran plays, and that's what we are here for, help you fill out that roster depth. So before we get to that, you know we got the what's the word. We got some flag on the play. And like I always say, the one thing that's staying strong and remains, Hood TMZ with Dynasty Bro Vic. You good, my guy?
Yeah. Let's get to it, man. So a couple of things will be in and out. So, hey, shout out to Adam Schefter on Twitter. That's where I saw this at. But The Rock, he recently bought the XFL. So him and Danny Garcia and Redbird Capital, so they're partners. But they purchased the XFL for $15 million, man. So do you think is that kind of cheap in your opinion?
To buy a whole
league?
A whole league? I think Jalen Rose was like, when I first read this article, I was thinking to myself, damn, I could have bought a whole league.
You know what I mean? Could have bought a stadium or something. I don't know. No, but hey, shout out to The Rock. Shout out to his team. They're doing big things. So I know the XFL had a hot start and then it, came to a, abrupt stop. But I'm looking forward to seeing that get picked back up. So yeah, I'm excited for that.
And I think The Rock could bring some flair to anything, man. He's just a great personality, great guy that you kind of want to be involved in what he got going on. So I'm excited to see what he brings to the XFL. So shout out to The Rock making them business plays, man. 15 mil.
As you should. So yeah, that's what's up. All right, man, let's keep it pushing. So of course the NFL Top 100, that just went down last week. I got to shout out my guy, man. He finished number 1. So my QB1 in Dynasty. I know his style is a little bit, let's call it reckless, given he runs the ball a lot, but Lamar Jackson was voted, number 1. So he's ranked as the number 1 player in the NFL right now.
That's what I'm talking about.
According to his peers. So
that nigga make the NFL look like backyard football.
He do. High school football.
Like that nigga look like the 7th grader that's really already 16.
Yeah.
But don't nobody say nothing. He just better than everybody at all the sports.
He Deion Sanders on Madden 95.
that nigga Richie when we was at Fall Creek Valley.
And Tank.
And Tank.
Shout out to Tank. All he did was just run
Them
straight.
niggas, oh man, hot stepping.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out to Lamar. You're them.
Yep. So shout out to the QB1. All right, man. A couple more things that went in and out. So shout out to NFL Update, my sports update on Twitter. So actually, ESPN, NFL 2K, they're coming back out. I don't know if you guys remember that football franchise. You know, that was on, what was that, Dreamcast back then?
Yeah, hey, when it first hit on Dreamcast, I thought it actually looked better.
Yeah,
than Madden
graphics.
did at that point. Yeah.
Legit.
Yeah. So yeah. So be on the lookout for that, man. So hey, Madden, you know, y'all got some competition. You know, make sure y'all stand on y'all shit. Y'all got to stop investing in this Madden Ultimate Team.
Yeah.
Get back on the Madden franchise. Hey, I won the Super Bowl, by the way, with the Tennessee Titans.
Hey.
I don't know if y'all remember a while back. I mentioned I lost.
Yeah.
Got through
Got
another
it back.
season. I won, bro.
Hey,
Back on top.
congrats to Dynasty Bro Vic. That nigga know how to GM and play. Hey, I will say this. 2K is great with graphics.
Yeah.
2K is great with a story mode. It's been
Yeah.
years consecutive in basketball that always has a great story mode. So if Madden don't get their shit together, bro, 2K will take over the
When
whole
does 2K
sports
come out?
industry.
I don't know when it comes out.
Because I was just about to get Madden. I might just. I like 2K, man.
Yeah, so they just got the partnership, so the game should be in the works. So we'll see. Hopefully they have a, 2K21, whatever.
That'll be fire.
Yeah.
Bet that.
All right, and the last thing, shout out to Schefter again on Twitter. So yeah,
Shefty.
the NFL deadline to opt out is this Thursday, so at 4 p.m. Eastern. So players have until 4 o'clock. I kind of like how they stretched it out. You know, they kind of played the little lawyer game, and training camp's been going on for 2 weeks. So of course they didn't want to set it for the first week. So they kind of bought themselves some time playing with the the legal terms and the paperwork. So so the opt out, deadline is this Thursday. So guys had 2 weeks to kind of see, hey, how are our teams handling this COVID stuff, and do we like the precautions and the measures that's in place? If not, I might opt out. But we already seen some guys opt out, man. So you think it's gonna be like a big rush?
Nah, I think the big names in the high skill position areas are pretty much all gonna play, man. Now it's interesting seeing how, this is Dynasty. I'm interested to see how the college season is going to affect the NFL season rolling into next year with the draft going on. Where I had a big name in college drop out, opt out. So we'll see what big college names end up opting out, man. And I think that'll be interesting transition running into the draft going into next year. So it's crazy, man. All this shit's crazy. So I just pray for health of everybody, man, and do what's best for you. Hey, that's all you can really do, honestly.
Yeah, and shout out to Stafford. His test came back as a false positive. So we do got some false positive tests going on out there, but it's part of the medical game, unfortunately. So, and then our guy Minshew, man, he beat the Rona in like 24 hours apparently.
It's the way that nigga dressed, bro.
Yeah, it's the swag, man. So
yeah, bro. Can't no that mustache that Corona can't hold that mustache, bro.
Yeah. All right, man. That's all I got for What's the Word. I think, do we got a flag?
Kind of. You wanted to flag it, bro, so just flag it.
Hey, first I'm gonna flag DJ Avo. I think he was down at Magic City with Lou Williams getting some wings. He ain't been here in a while. How was the NBA bubble, bro?
Come on, man. That sounds like a good time, man.
It do.
Sound like where I need to be.
What is it? What did he get? The barbecue lemon pepper?
Well, he got the lemon pepper.
He got the Lou Williams
Lou
lemon
Williams.
pepper. They like named after
He got
him.
his own wing, bro. Goals.
Hey, did you hear about the stripper that like called him out saying he didn't just get wings?
Yeah.
He
Well,
was tipping.
Here's the thing. It take 10-15 minutes for you to get your food.
Okay.
So why not?
Okay.
It's customary
Look, if
to
you're there.
tip.
Make it make sense. Okay. It's making
Because
sense.
and you know what? The reason I don't like that shit is because if he didn't tip, she would have still been talking shit.
That would have been even worse.
So he had to wait for his wings. He sat there and he didn't tip. So you called him out for tipping, even though I don't know, man. That shit's trash to me.
Yeah. So shout out to Lou Williams. Shout out to them famous Lou Williams lemon pepper wings. Next time y'all in Magic City, it's a performance arts center within the African American community down in Atlanta, Georgia.
I like the way you framed that.
Hey, the internet, I got that off the internet. I ain't gonna front.
I like it. I like the way the internet framed that.
So
Good
shout out to
job,
the internet. But next time y'all down there, check out that establishment, that historic establishment.
Is the internet still undefeated?
Internet,
Bruh.
bro. Internet's
Bruh.
undefeated, man.
Just checking.
I've been
Make
waiting
sure
for
I ain't
them.
took no L's yet.
Been waiting for him to take an L, man.
Yeah. All right, and then the other flag is, you know what? We've been neglecting these tight ends. So
Pause that again.
yeah, pause. So given that we haven't, I was about to say touch on the tight ends, but that's another pause.
Man. Come on,
Hey,
Vic.
can I say a sidebar while you're doing this?
Yeah.
You know, I got to sneak on my phone to text at work. So I'm in the middle of a draft right now, and it is tight end premium. White Sam texted me and was like, hey, you really are pounding these tight ends, right? So I got my phone open because it's on the charger because I'm sneaking back to it. So it's open. I text him back like, yeah, I think I'm done with tight ends. But I had a couple in my queue that I like, but I think I'm done with the tight ends. And I realized this conversation needs to stop because if anybody walk past my phone, I'm texting a dude about tight ends. It's like,
Hey, man.
yeah. So a lot of pausing going on this episode. It was a lot of pausing going on that day. And I respect your flag because I'm just going to say TEs, bro.
We neglected the TEs. Hey, we got the drops back, man. Where the Boosie drop, man?
Come on now.
I missed that, man.
I got a flag too. We did our 50th episode, which it should have been some crazy, stupid ass, themed ass episode, and we're doing TEs.
Hey, I got to give the people what they want as far as information with these tight ends, football players. That shit in transition right
It's
now.
not, bro. It's a lot of pausing going on. So let's just, every time something don't sound right, let's just transition on.
All right, before we get to these tight ends, though, where can they follow you at? Did we already do that?
Yeah, bro, I did that early when I was overly
Oh,
excited.
this beer hitting good.
It's the Peach Ale.
8.5%.
8.5. All right, look.
Fuck it.
I just look at the screen. All it says is late tight ends. I don't like where this is going, man. So look, I don't even want to explain it no more.
All right, look. So look, you guys and gals, I want to acknowledge everyone.
Please bring some girls into this.
Yeah. Shout out to the lady, fancy football players that's out here killing that shit. But we already know the obvious tight ends. We know the Kelseys, we know the Kittles, we know the Ertz, we know who's the guy in Mark Andrews, we know the Darren Wallers, we know the Higbee. So we know the top 7 tight ends for the most part.
Hurst.
So Hayden Hurst, he should be a top 5, top 6, top 7. But we want to give everyone some additional tight ends. So we have 4 veterans and 4 rookies. That way, if you miss out on these and if you play in the streaming game, we're going to make sure your streaming game is right with the tight end position. So that's why we're doing late tight ends, man. So if you punt tight ends, we got you.
What he said.
That's basically kicking somebody's ass, right? Punting the tight end. All right, cool.
Basically.
All right, bro, kick us off, man.
All right, so you want me to start with man, fuck it. I'm going to start with the old guys, man. Not old. Depends. It's Jack Doyle's our age, bro.
Yeah, actually, we played against him in high school. Well, at
For
Arlington
some
A-House.
reason, he just feels
He was a
old.
big ass dude back then.
Either he feels old or we're older than what I give myself credit.
Yeah, we getting up there,
Does that
bro.
make sense? Because when I
Yeah,
was
bro,
thinking
we
about
old.
Jack Doyle, I was
Yeah.
like, man, he's an old tight end. And that shit said age 30. I was
Yeah.
like,
Damn,
Nah,
I'm an
bro.
old fantasy player.
LeBron about to retire, bro. We old.
Yeah,
fuck.
Brady about to retire. We old.
All right, look. Basically, if you're pointing tight end, this is a guy, pretty much I told you, standard leagues right now are PPR, especially if you're in any kind of super flex where TEs get the premium points. Take a guy who's going to get the targets in a system that runs the ball and targets the tight end. Look, they did bring in Trey Burton, and he is a great receiving tight end, but no matter what other tight end was there with them, whether it was Eric Ebron during his couple good seasons with the Colts, this guy always received his targets as long as he's playing. So last year, he only started 6 games, but the 2 years before that and last year, so 3 years, subtracting last year, he had 72 targets, 108 targets, 75 targets. Man, if you can get that as a tight end, that is awesome. You're gonna get. He's not no high touchdown guy, so don't think you're walking into 10 touchdowns. You're pretty much averaging 5. The targets is what I'm going to just lock in on, man. And the real reason why I love him this year is go check any tight end's resume year by year with Phillip Rivers. Hey, coach just signed Phillip Rivers. It's been a thing for him, man, and I think that'll transition into, going into a new system with new guys. I think his security blanket will be Naheem Hines out the backfield. He'll find him a receiver that he wants to, fall in love with, allied, what he was doing with Keenan Allen, and, the tight end position. So I really love Jack Doyle this year, man, and he's pretty much not drafted, basically, if you're any kind of redrafting. And in Dynasty, he's to the point where it's like you probably taking the rookies before you take him, and they won't have any production right away like that because they usually don't. So take a guy that can help you get some points right now on the board. That is the 30-year-old Jack Doyle.
I like that, man. And also Frank Wright's, coach. He usually keeps a top 10 tight end. He did it in San Diego. He did it in Philly. I know last season with the coach was an outlier, but even before that with Eric Ebron turning it up. So, yeah, man, I definitely like the Jack Doyle call. So, and we got him on our Scott Fishbowl team. Naptown shit. Shout out to Jack. He's from the Nap too. So that's dope. He played for the Colts. He's from here. Played at Cathedral High School. That's fire.
Oh, yeah.
So shout out to Jack. All right, my tight end, I'm going with a upside play. Tight end 19 last year, Jonnu Smith. So, of course, Tannehill stepped into the, starting position, at week 7. And then also that's the same week that Delaney Walker went down. And Jonnu stepped in, to that starting role. So last season he finished first among all tight ends in contested catches. So don't matter if somebody's on him, tackling him while he's trying to catch the ball. He had an 85.7% contested catch rate. And then also he was 5th in true catch rate, so at 89%. So that's behind Kittle, Higbee, Hooper, and Rudolph. So you throw him the ball, he's going to make a play, or he's going to hold on to it. So that's fire. I do want to call out, he did only have 44 targets, but he caught 35 of those passes. He only had 439 yards and 3 touchdowns, but he showed his big playability. I don't know if you guys remember, like against Houston, he had that big 57-yard run. And, if you had him even during your playoff run, he put up 11 points, in round 1, and then round 2, 16 points, in championship week, 15. So that's solid. So reason why I like Jonnu is just because Delaney's no longer there. It's official, so he's a true tight end 1 for that team. Tannehill has already established a rapport with him. Besides A.J. Brown, they got to throw it to someone else. So he's hella athletic. I mean, between him and, A.J. Brown and Derrick Henry, like when they standing side by side, all 3 of them look alike. So I can't even tell who's who. And he's going into his 4th season. So usually there's a tight end that breaks out. So I'm expecting Jonnu to do it. I know Waller had his breakout, even though he's in the league for 5 years, but he didn't play like his last year in Baltimore. So technically Waller broke out in his 4th year. I'm expecting Jonnu to break out in his 4th year.
A full offseason with Tannehill. I think all those people are going to be happy about that. So shout out to Jonnu, man. I'm excited about that play.
Yeah. And we got him on the Scott Fishbowl team too. I'm going to keep calling it out when I can.
Oh, yeah.
All right, bro. Who you got next for us?
All right, so look, I got a guy that's basically forgotten about because everybody's on the other tight end on his team's train. And I get it. Because if you get opportunity and you take advantage of it, nobody's going to knock you. But I will say this. 10 weeks, I don't think Higbee did anything. Gerald Everett was their starting tight end. After week 10, he got banged up and he was basically not on the field anymore. They started to transition their offense into 12 personnel. Higbee was the number 2 tight end, but was the number 1 past week 10 when they were transitioning to their offense flourishing. Avo's on point with the messages. But all jokes aside, look, Gerald Everett, I think everybody's just throwing him to the side and just anointing Higbee as the number 1 tight end who's getting all of the involvement at the tight end position. I don't think it's going to be that. I want to trust that Higbee and Gerald Everett went into the season in a competition and Higbee lost the competition and they played Everett and he looked good. I think the tight end looked better because they transitioned their offense to involve the tight end more. But even in a system that played 3 receivers and Gerald Everett was the 4th guy, he had a week where he caught 7 receptions for 136 yards. He had the 4 for 50s. He had the 8 for 68, 5 for 44, and a touchdown. Like, he had weeks in PPR where he was involved in a system that didn't involve the tight end at all. So going into the season, Gerald Everett was playing so well that he walked into production. He just didn't get the production that everybody fell in love with when they transitioned because Higbee was the one healthy. All I'm saying is Higbee's going in the 6th round, 7th round in redraft. They're around the same age. So in Dynasty, Higbee's the one that took a shot up in ADP. And Gerald Everett is still somewhere flirting with nobody wants him. So all I'm saying is take some Gerald Everett, because I wouldn't be surprised if week 1, Gerald Everett is the best tight end on that team with the most production. It's not completely lost. So Gerald Everett, man, mark it, pin it.
I like it, man. And he's athletic, and the Rams last year they were top 5 in passing, and they like throwing to the tight end. So that's a position that definitely gets involved in that offensive scheme. It kind of feels like Sean McVay is trying to establish a new identity with that offense, and he's leaning on those tight ends. So I like the call. So yeah, that's cool. All right, I got a tight end for you guys. Tight end 17 last year. He finished 3rd in touchdown catches. So that means he beat out Zach Ertz, Austin Hooper, Travis Kelce, and Kittle for number of touchdown catches. Hey, Mr. Darren Fells, man. So let's go down to Houston. Reason why I'm bringing him up is because Houston brought in Brandon Cooks. They brought in Randall Cobb. They got Kenny Stills, and they got Will Fuller. I mean, collectively, that receiving core has been known to be, banged up or on the, missing some games here and there. And that's what allowed Darren Fells, at least going back to last season. That's why he was able to have 7 touchdowns, because all these guys are out. Of course, last season they had DeAndre Hopkins consuming all the targets. But with Hopkins gone, I like Darren Fells just because he's a familiar piece in the receiving game for Deshaun, especially in the red zone. And I do want to let you guys know, like, he only had 48 targets last season. But for you to only have 48 targets, but to have 7 touchdowns, that means in the red zone, Deshaun's looking for you. So he's going to be definitely touchdown dependent. I'm not going to ignore that. But at the end of the day, again, like, he's bringing in, new weapons as far as, with the Texans. Darren Fells, he's a big body too. He's like 6'5", 270, like big guy. And they just extended him for 2 seasons. So given that, man, if they're extending you, they believe in you for the next couple of seasons. So I definitely think he's going to continue to be a safety blanket for Deshaun in the red zone. Again, he's going to be touchdown dependent, but if you're streaming, if you got a guy out on bye that week, comfortable putting in Darren Fells.
The side note on the red zone thing is they got rid of big body Hopkins.
Yeah.
And they brought in small guys. Randall Cobb, Brandon Cooks. Yeah. That red zone thing just got even better, because if there's, I got to look at Hopkins first, then Fells. Now it's more like, am I even considering Randall Cobb? Now it's just Fells. So
yeah. Or run it in, or Deshaun has to rush it in. So
yeah, so that's that.
That's all I got on Darren Fells, man. And he's going undrafted as he should, but definitely add him, for the depth. So
and that makes it even better. Taking a shot on a guy who's basically not drafted.
Who's free.
Pick him up as, the last thing in your draft. So that's that. All right, so look, I want to talk.
We getting into these rookies, right?
Yeah, man.
All right, just making sure.
I got 2, you got 2.
All right.
All right, look.
I'm just letting them know we're transitioning.
All right, I respect it. Well, look, I am going to talk Adam Troutman.
Okay.
6'5", 255, big boy. Look, everybody wants a Drew Brees tight end. Look, his last year in college at Dayton, he had 916 yards, 14 touchdowns. Fire. That's fire production from a tight end. Look, all I know is he's going to play behind a true veteran, a guy that's just is going to be good, Jared Cook. And if you can go learn in a system that is greatly coached, great Hall of Fame quarterback, great tight end that can run routes. He's a great receiving tight end. You can learn behind him for a year. I think that's awesome for the production of a tight end, because you don't really expect your, rookie tight ends to come in and be just mass producers. But if you can take your shots on guys that have upside, I fucking love it. So I trust that Sean Payton chose that guy for a reason, and he wants to get him involved for the long haul in that offense, man. So Adam Troutman, man, think he's gonna be good. And he's a great rookie tight end. So look out for him.
Yeah, shout out to Carl Jr., man. He said Troutman smooth, man. So it sounds like he got some shares, or at least he's been watching his game. So yeah, man, get you some Troutman. I like the call, man. And New Orleans always keeps the tight end involved. So, hell, I even talked about Jared Cook last week. So, yeah. But Trotman's definitely next man up.
Yeah.
He's definitely the future, so I like the call. All right, man, I got a tight end for you guys. Let's go to New England. So I know they brought in 2. And I know this is like one of the dynasty debates right now, Devin Asiasi or Dalton King. If you ask me, I'm more pro Dalton King only because of the blocking. I feel like in the NFL, you got to block. That's what keeps you on the field. I know Asiasi is more of a receiving type tight end. And, this situation is actually familiar. We've seen New England bring in 2 tight ends before in the same draft. Back in 2010, they brought in Rob Gronkowski and also Aaron Hernandez. Rest in peace. I know he had all that legal stuff going on, but, since I mentioned the names, the man's name, I was about to say since I mentioned the names, man. Shout out to this beer I'm drinking. But since I said his name, rest in peace. But to me, King is like the better blocker, from what I've seen on tape. So I feel like Belichick will give him an opportunity to stay on the field more. Not to say Asiasi won't be on the field, but, if you got some goal line work going on, guys like King are the guys that sneak into the red zone and catch those passes, and he's a blocker. So kind of reminds me of Gronk from a prospect standpoint when compared to Asiasi, who's more of a wide receiver, receiving option like Hernandez. So, so again, King is 6'4", 253. He runs a 4.7 in the 40, 34-inch vertical. So, he has a nice, combine prospect. So, he's being compared to Austin Hooper. He didn't have that much, or at least he didn't have that much production in college. I think last season he had like 3 touchdowns. But for them to take him in the 3rd round, I believe it was the 3rd round, I think King's going to break through as far as that, rookie tight end battle in New England.
And I am here to talk Mr. Devin Asiasi. Hey, this nigga 6'3", 280. Can move. Bruh, he had 14 plays of 20 yards or more last year, his last season of college. He was the big play guy in that offense in college that he played in. So look, the Pats also traded an extra 4th round pick to trade up to get Asiasi 2 in the 3rd round. So, yeah, they took them both around the same area, but they traded up to get Asiasi too. I just want the guy that's going to be that's more of the receiving play, because you don't risk a draft pick to take a horrible blocking tight end if you're not going to use the tight end in the passing play. So I want the guy that's probably going to have more fantasy production compared to what might be more real life production, because the move tight end, the big play tight end, that's guys that Belichick can scheme for. And I'm all for that, man. And he's been an athlete since he was coming out of high school. He's been an athlete. I don't know. Like I said, man, there's no need to take a horrible blocking tight end unless you plan on using him as a receiver. And he's a horrible blocking tight end.
Tell me about it. But, good call, though. Like you said, with the draft capital, as far as moving up. It's a toss-up, man. It's really your preference call. And, I'm going with the guy that's going to be on the field more. Due to the blocking. He definitely got that edge, but I can also see the Asiasi, working out too. So, hey, I ain't tripping. I actually got shares of both of them, so I ain't going to miss out, so it don't matter to me.
I do think it's a situation that needs pass catchers, so there's leeway for both of them to be on the field at the same time, man, to be honest, because N'Keal Harry, Julian's going to retire eventually, right?
Yeah.
Sanu is an older receiver. You remember they sent a 2nd round pick last year for Sanu, bro? Does that still feel real?
That don't even feel good. That was like a win now type of move.
I feel like nobody speaks how that's probably the worst move I've ever seen Belichick do. He sent a 2nd round pick for Mohamed Sanu.
Come on, hey, shout out to White Sam, man. He says, Alec, you're on the clock.
Ain't that some shit?
Campus to Canton. All right, look, I'm gonna pitch my tight end. Hopefully he picks his pick. Hey, we do this shit. That's how serious we are about this fantasy shit. While we're recording, we on the clock. He been holding up the draft for like, I don't know, probably 3-4 hours now.
Nah, it just came at 7:57.
Okay, my bad. I'll take that back. Hey,
asshole.
Appreciate the hey, not only do we get fan tracks notifications, we get league mate notifications.
Hey, I had 3 notifications from my email said I'm on the clock. Vic text me, hey bro, you on the clock. Sam text me, hey, when you free, you on the clock. I'm like, God damn,
bro,
man.
We trying to draft, man. Nah, we just having fun, man. It's all good, Sam. We just having fun. All right, look, while he drafts.
That's what I'm doing.
Nah, for real though, you on the clock, bro.
Yeah.
I'm trying
Okay.
to keep that shit
I
moving.
got my cue set up, bro. I don't want no problems.
All right. Bryson Hopkins, man. So I know you just talked about Gerald Everett. So Bryson Hopkins, tight end out of Purdue, also got drafted to the Rams. He actually had a big senior year. So he had 61 catches, 830 yards, and 7 touchdowns. Now, I know Rondale Moore missed some time. Maybe that was part of it. But either way, the man did produce. He's definitely a nice tight end prospect. And he had a nice combine grade, at least as it relates to a tight end, at that position. He graded out at a B. So he's 6'4", he's 245, and he runs a 4.66. So that's pretty fast, man. So seems like McVay likes these athletic, tight ends, like you just talked about Gerald Everett. So I know Everett missed some games last year. That's not really part of his history. He's usually been on the field before that, so that's something to monitor. But if any of those tight ends go down, because I know they just extended Higbee, but Bryson Hopkins definitely next man up, and I wouldn't even be surprised if he gets some work this season. So that's a guy that I'm just putting on my radar to stash at the tight end position. Bryson Hopkins, again, I like the system. I like the coach that he's with. He's with a great offensive mind. So why not take a shot, man, especially in your tight end premium leagues if you need a stash.
My bad, man. I'm taking my guy right now.
All right, who'd you take, man?
I'm about to take Noah Cain, man, sophomore from Penn State. Man.
All right, so these guys got me in my first Campus to Canton league. This is my second Devy league. Bro, I'm about to change my name to Devy Bro Vic because y'all wasn't lying, man. This Devy shit is fun as hell. I've been missing out, man. But, yeah, shout out to our league, man. So our league mates in the really all my Devy league mates. So shit's fun.
I'm lying, man. I punted.
He punted, man. I just put a name out there. So I'm going to play this back later and add this dude to my queue so I can take him because I'm running out of names, bro.
Never mind. Let me take this guy since I just spoke him. Ain't that some shit?
Get your guy, man. Don't matter. Hey, 45 rounds, bro. Hey, I be on Twitter every day. Like, I be seeing these Devy tweets come out. I'll just be adding them to my list. Like, that's the point I'm at right now in my draft.
I got 35 guys in my queue that I researched.
Okay. Well, I'm just on Twitter just clicking them off one by one.
Shout out to the Twitter community,
Yeah.
man, that be putting us on,
For real.
man.
I'm so serious. I only got like 5 in my queue, but tomorrow morning I'm gonna have like 7. I'm gonna come across 2 tweets. Who's that guy? Okay, cool. I won.
Hey, Sam, it don't matter if you was kidding. Vic, I can't tell when Vic kidding. When that nigga texts me, hey, you on the clock? I'm just playing. Nah, that nigga wasn't just playing. It just playing is to be like, damn, maybe I'm too aggressive. Let me chill out.
Hey, my soft skills all the way off. No soft skills.
Hey, man, get late tight ends off the screen, bro.
My bad.
I don't like it. Nah, hey, let's switch over, man. Let's get to the scouting report, bro.
Hey, we gotta hype this shit
Look,
up. Man.
Indy's own, man. Hey, this is what's funny. Avo, I did a song with this guy. He's fired. He's been fired since I did the song with him. I think we did this song in 2011. It's called Ooh La La La. I did it with him and Chuck Mason. I think Skypp came to the studio. I think they cousins, don't quote me.
Yep.
I think Skypp just came to the studio with Chuck. I don't even think I originally asked Skypp to be on it because I don't think I knew Skypp. I don't think I knew him at that point. He came on a humbug, bro. He's so real. While we was recording, he wrote his verse in the studio.
That's hard.
And recorded it. Hey, I'm gonna get your email address and send you the song because I was just listening to that shit and it still slapped. You probably have no clue, probably don't remember it at all. 10 years ago, basically. But look, Lil Skypp, Naptown's on. Hey, this nigga putting on for the city. And what he did was he was shouting out, he was doing a video shoot for a song called Braggadocious. And I seen some clips of what was shot. I should have been there.
I saw some clips too. I should have been in there.
I mean, shouldn't have been there.
With my mask on, of
been
course.
There in spirit. You know what I'm trying to say. You know what I'm trying to say.
Hey, I gotta get some words in. Shout out to Skypp. He putting on for the city. He just dropped the project, the Ghetto Mister Rogerz.
Yeah.
Braggadocious. It's an all-purpose track. It's a track that go hard at your kickback, in the club, strip club, in the gym when you need to get that last set in, that last rep.
Hey.
Like it's an all-purpose track.
Braggadocious is the Christian McCaffrey of songs right now.
It is, man. He putting on. Hey, we gotta get to that second verse too. By the way, my God's flowing, so I gotta hear that second verse. I'm sorry.
We gonna ride the whole song,
bet.
man,
Fuck
because we
it.
love the city.
Yeah.
We love Skypp, and he always putting on. We want to put on for him. So if you ain't checked it out, go stream that shit anywhere that music is on. Buy the shit. You know what? Personally, I think we should go in and buy an album.
I already bought it.
Okay,
bro.
cool. Avo,
I'm ready.
okay, we gonna buy it. Cause
Hey.
I stream it. I gotta buy a personal CD. So I'm used to having CDs. I remember
Bro,
them
he
days.
still got the CD.
So yeah, I'm used to buying people's authentic CDs. So I want to buy one and put that in the archive with my old shit. So, hey, shout out to Indianapolis. Shout out to Skypp and everything you doing for the city, man. We about to rock out with Braggadocious. Avo, turn that shit up and let's get the fuck to it. Hey, turn the music up. Turn me down.
Naptown, let's go. Let's get it. Skypp.
Baby got back, it's poking. I like when she braggadocious. Pull out them racks and throw it. I'm in the back, I'm posted. When I'm in the trap, I'm focused. Don't make me get braggadocious. Baby got back, it's poking. I like when she braggadocious. Pull out them racks and throw it. I'm in the back, I'm posted. When I'm in the trap, I'm focused. Don't make me get braggadocious. She call me trash, I'm pick of the litter. I wanna smash, she getting the sitter. They see my picture and swiping on Tinder. He only mad cause I'm piping his sister. I pay no mind, I got nothing against him. Ain't gonna make me get caught up in the system. I see him mugging like what is the issue? He don't know we in the club with a yisser. Don't want a problem, I buy you a bottle. Met her on the gram, I gave her a follow. She cold as gelato, gotta be a model. Gotta be a stripper with that apple bottom. Tell me how you feel. Throwing that ass at me, got me sliding back on my heels. I wonder if she can walk it like she talking when I'm off a pill. Baby got back, it's poking. I like when she braggadocious. Pull out them racks and throw it. I'm in the back, I'm posted. When I'm in the trap, I'm focused. Don't make me get braggadocious. Baby got back, it's poking. I like when she braggadocious. Pull out them racks and throw it. I'm in the back, I'm posted. When I'm in the trap, I'm focused. Don't make me get braggadocious. Big old freak, me and mine throwing them big old racks. Old school whip, can't sit on flats. No English, we shit on racks. Hand on wheel, my foot on gas. Circle City, I'ma put on that. Old boy cuffing the thigh, that ain't my business though. I'ma look on past. Birkin bag for the birthday girl. She got cake, I'm trying to get a slice. She heard about me, but they got it wrong. So when I pull up, I'ma get her right. Picture booth, I'm just living life. Watch shining when it hit the light. Hitting plays, I done missed the flight. Now I'm laying over with somebody's wife. Don't act stupid, you know the price. If you broke, then just say that. Shooting money on the JPay. MoneyGram gon' send it ASAP. 15 racks, that's 15 yards. I ain't talking about a face mask. I been eating, I ain't going vegan. Money appetite, I can taste cash. Talk your shit, baby. Baby got back, it's poking. I like when she braggadocious. Pull out them racks and throw it. I'm in the back, I'm posted. When I'm in the trap, I'm focused. Don't make me get braggadocious. Baby got back, it's poking.
Oh,
I like when she braggadocious.
Docious.
Pull out them racks and throw it.
Throw it, throw it, throw it, throw it, throw it.
I'm in the back, I'm posted. When I'm in the trap, I'm focused. Don't make me get braggadocious.
Man, I love my city.
Yeah.
And everybody else in it. I love my city. I swear we winning. Man, Braggadocious by Skypp, man. Like I said, stream that anywhere you can get music. iTunes, Tidal, Spotify. Show love to the people who do it well. I think that's important, man.
Very important. Very important.
Stream it. Also, buy the album, buy the project too. Support the independent artists at the end of the day. I mean, Skipp's putting in work. You guys heard the bars, his whole project. Hey, it's a nice project, man. So glad we got to play some Braggadocious. That's my shit, bro. Like, it goes hard, man, for real. That's in the rotation.
And it's got to be popping if Vic put it in rotation.
It's in rotation, bro. I only got like 4 songs in rotation.
Yeah.
legit.
I'm like 96.3.
Legit. You 98.3 now.
Yeah. I got 5 songs now. They upgraded and gave me a little bandwidth, you know. But yeah, shout out to Skypp, man. Hey, yeah, it's just fire.
Look, if you can't tell, we got better lighting this week. So shout out to the ring light. That shit fire. That shit fire.
Follow the ring light at Dynasty Bros Ring Light FF. Yeah.
It's a big ass football. It's a football light. It's shaped like Hey Arnold head.
That's the shit. Hey, speaking of old shows, I've been watching Moesha all week on Netflix.
Hey.
Shout out to everybody that's watching Moesha on Netflix right now. Go stream that shit.
Hey, I remember for like 2 weeks straight, you was just listening to "I Want to Be Down" by Brandon.
Yeah, bro.
I remember
That was
that,
like
bro.
you went 2 weeks span of like that's all you was. Nigga, I'm listening to "I Want to Be Down."
Nah, sitting in my room, bro.
It was sitting in my room.
Yeah.
It's a weird moment, man.
Yeah, bro. Like that was your
praying
shit for like 2 weeks straight.
It's a vibe, bro. Hey, speaking of Scout Reports, if you got Scout Reports, we play y'all shit. We play y'all music. Hit us up at questions@dynastybrosff.com. Hit us up in our, messages, inboxes on social media. We play all music. We'll give it a chance. So
All we ask is that one, the quality is good, like the way it sounds. Make sure that you go to a real studio, get your shit done. Just make sure it's a decent song, man. We can't play nothing that's just too out of pocket.
yeah, if it's too out of pocket, just send it to me. I'll retweet it. I don't mind. No, seriously, I don't mind showing love. But if you want some feedback, from my guys, Avo and Dot, they've been in the music industry. We got guys in the music industry now, like LA, Atlanta. So, we can get you the feedback that you need if you're looking to grow as an artist. But overall, we want to highlight you guys. That's why we do Scout Reports. So this moment's for y'all.
All right, click on that comment while we go into the closing, my guy.
Oh, they said that was fire. Real Deal Fantasy said that was fire.
Shout out to Real Deal Fantasy.
Hey, that's the Wolfpack in the building.
They rocking with that skip, that
yeah.
Braggadocious.
That's our guy.
All right, so look, we got the Scout Report done.
Hey, he said he about to send us his music. Hey, send me the SoundCloud link, bro.
Let's get it.
I need that Wolfpack SoundCloud link.
It better be fire.
It's gotta be fire. I don't play no whack-ish. I can't do it. That's a stain on my name. I can't
You know what I'm saying? Hey,
Can't do it.
I got freestyles out here, so that's the standard. If it don't go past my freestyles,
You know how they got
Am I doing too
grownish
much?
and blackish?
yeah.
Everybody who sends us trash ass music, we're gonna do a segment called Wackish.
We'll do it, bro.
And we will play 15 seconds
I
of
am
your
about
whack
that,
ass
like,
shit.
I will do it, bro.
And we'll also give you a scorecard of it's gonna be called areas of opportunity, though, because we want to help you. No, seriously. So we'll give it a chance.
I'm coming with no cards to let you know what you should do better. Just showing you like this. Every tip. We getting to it, man. He from Jersey. Got some of the best. Hey, East
Bro,
Coast
he was
music is
on.
always fire.
Quan was on with me a few weeks ago when we did the.
I know. I'm just,
oh, okay, my
I'm just
bad.
reading what he said.
Oh, my bad. Okay, my bad.
I was just reading what he said in general, bro.
My bad. I'm a
They
chill.
trying to call me out like I don't remember nobody, man.
I'm sorry. Hey, shout out to everybody. I'm just gonna make it generic as hell. Shout out to everybody.
Let's get into this closing, man.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm talking
I
about.
got too many banners going on.
All right, before we get into the closing, tell everybody where they can follow you at again, Vic.
Yeah, you can follow me at Dynasty Bro Vic, aka at Chief Sosa FF. Also follow the podcast, Dynasty Bros FF, everywhere. Subscribe to our YouTube. Join our Facebook community on Dynasty Bros FF podcast. We're trying to build a fantasy community on there. Get the fantasy football dialogue going, trade talks, all that. So, yeah.
Hey, Avo.
What's
Where
good?
can the good people follow you at, my brother?
Look, man, follow me on the Twitter, Dynasty Bro Avo. I do have an Instagram. I'm trying to be more active on Twitter. I need some people to holler at, man. Need some people to talk shit to, talk music to, talk baseball, talk basketball, talk football. Let's get it.
Twitterverse. Follow me at Dynasty Bro Dot and Instagram World. Yeah, neither one of them sounded right. Follow me at Dynasty Bro Dot. Follow the main page at Dynasty Bros FF. Look, how y'all want to do this, man? Who want to go first on to say something good to the people, man?
My shit is heavy, so let me go last. Unless you want me to go first
What
and
if-
y'all can pick it up.
What if my shit halfway heavy?
Oh, man. So
I'm just playing. I was just
how heavy? Is it heavy on the turnaround, bring us back up after the heavy?
Yeah, I guess we should end on like a higher note. So you got the higher note, sounds like.
Yeah, man.
All right, my shit's heavy. So yeah, let me go first then. Avo will pick us up and then.
let's get it.
All right, I do want to send prayers and thoughts out to the people in Beirut. So there was a tragedy that just went down recently with an explosion. I don't know the exact numbers of number of lives lost and injuries, but Make sure, our thoughts and prayers and positive feelings are with the people out there in Beirut. It's a crazy explosion, man. Unfortunately, I don't know the details. I don't know if it's a terrorist attack or if it's an accident, but man, the video is graphic. So yeah, I definitely want to acknowledge that and send our positive vibes that way. So
for sure.
Hey, Vo, you want to go? Or you want me to go?
I got you. As always, just hug your family, just love on them. Just appreciate the moment you got right now because you never know what tomorrow holds. So, and also just to say it, just don't wish nothing bad upon yourself and don't wish yourself in no bad situations. You can think positive and move positively, and generally positive things will happen. You can't stop life from happening, but if you move in a positive sense, positive things will happen. Let's go.
Bet that. And I just want to say this because it should be hitting home, close knit. Don't be afraid to have those tough conversations with people, man. The ones you love. If you feel some type of way, bring it up, man. Don't sit that on your heart. Life too short to be feeling a type of way about shit, man. So don't ever be, if you try to have a deep, hard conversation with somebody that's your loved one and they don't want to have it, that's an issue. That's because you should be able to have those hard conversations with people that you care about, man, and know that it's not coming from a place of I'm trying to hurt you. If you feel like somebody's trying to come from a place of I'm trying to hurt you, y'all need to reevaluate what you got going on, man. So shout out to my friends, my family that don't mind pulling me to the side, having those tough conversations with me when needed, man. Because that shit real, bro. Vic, what you laughing at?
I feel like you need to at me, man.
What you laughing at?
Say who you talking to.
What you laughing
What am I
at?
atting you for, man?
Okay.
I'd have called you my family, man.
I feel some type of way. I feel like, all right, hold on.
I'm shouting you out, man.
Damn, man.
Hey, I want to add on to that. Make sure you ask the people, are they at a place where they can mentally receive it? Maybe it's not a good time. So, make sure you're doing your due diligence on both sides of those type of conversations.
Well, since you calling me out, did you mentally ask me was I ready to receive it, motherfucker?
I did.
Hell nah, nigga.
Nah.
The conversation went, what's good, bro? I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, bro. Hold up, Dot.
Yeah, motherfucker.
Since we in the midst of family, we had the same type of talk, bruh. And he mentioned that because I told him I'm just coming out of a depression. So he was like, bruh, since you coming out of the depression, let me let you know.
Is your mental?
So that's why he's saying, since check on your people, make sure their mentals is right before you have some tough conversations also.
Hey, that is my go-to to, I ain't gonna lie. That's how you know I'm about to say some shit. Hey, shout out to my brothers, man. I love my brothers, for real. For real, man.
That nigga didn't check on my mental. He's feeding y'all some bullshit.
I ain't check on your chickens, nothing. My bad, bro.
Like, what's good, bro? You all right? Yeah, man. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, that's why we family, man.
That's real. That's what family do.
For real.
Real talk. And I'll stand by that message, man. And that goes with anybody, man. You never know what you can pull somebody out of trying to have a serious conversation with somebody or a real conversation. Not an opinionated conversation, but a conversation. So I'm sticking by that.
That's fire.
Real
My
talk.
nigga said at me.
At me, nigga.
I was feeling some type of way, man. But I feel
Just say
better
my
now,
name. Don't put out the diss track. Say my name.
Yeah,
nigga.
yeah.
No subs.
Don't hold it in, man. But hey,
Nah, that's all love.
this has been another episode of the Dynasty Bros. So again, hey, we're excited, man. Looks like we're about to have a season. It's gonna start at least. Hopefully, players can continue to stay safe. So make sure we putting some good energy towards the players and organizations out there that's trying to push this football forward. We all want it to happen, so let's make sure we're sending positive vibes and prayers and well wishes for everyone's safety. Because at the end of the day, they putting their lives on the line and their family and friends at risk. So
You see what happens when you have a tight end episode? It don't even hit an hour.
I see. There's something that needs to be said though.
what's up?
Regardless if there's a season or not, this podcast will continue.
Oh yeah,
We
Oh,
still
yeah.
gonna be here.
All day.
We still here.
Always no off days.
I just need y'all to know that we ain't going nowhere.
yeah.
All right, look, I'm about to Man, dang, I don't think Vic in no position to let Avo slide. I'm about to give him my position so Avo can walk us out and talk his shit.
I'll turn it.
There we go. Walk us out of here,
Hey,
Avo.
man, we gone. We out. Y'all be good. Y'all can't see my face. Y'all can see my fly hat. Y'all see the merch. Merch coming soon. We out. We gone. Let's go.